Did you know that in colonial India, some of the bravest fights were not led by famous generals, but by ordinary people whose names almost disappeared? One of those people was a young tribal woman named Rani Gai Din Liu. She was still a teenager when British officers started tightening control over her homeland in the hills of the northeast. Soldiers marched through villages, taxes kept rising, and people were told how they should live, pray, and obey. She watched elders speak in low voices by the fire, and she saw fear settle over homes that once felt peaceful. But she also felt something else growing inside her, and it was anger mixed with a really stubborn kind of hope. She joined a movement that wanted freedom from British rule and protection for her people's way of life. Soon, this teenage girl was not just following others, she was leading them. The British saw her as dangerous because she knew the forests, the hills, and the people better than they ever could. They searched for her again and again, while stories spread about a girl who kept slipping away. To many villagers, she became a symbol that resistance did not need fancy uniforms or big cities. It only needed courage. When the British finally captured her in 1932, she was only 16 years old. They sentenced her to life in prison because they feared what her voice could awaken outside those walls. She spent years behind bars while the world kept changing without her. Yet even there, her story did not die. Jawaharlal Nehru later called her the Rani of the Nagas, and after India became free in 1947, she was released. She never became as famous as many other freedom fighters, and that is exactly what makes her story hit so hard. A teenage girl stood up to an empire, lost her youth in prison, and still refused to be forgotten. So how many more heroes are still missing from the history people think they know?